What up YouTube, this is Team Genesis. This is Sam's deck profile. It's the Blizzard counter, and he considers this his second deck and Shuri's first, in which we will be doing a deck profile on pretty soon.
As soon as Maron's released?
Yeah, as soon as Maron's released and he started to piss take, so let's get on with the profile.
So, to Blizzard Princess, this is what I consider to be my boss card of the deck. Level 8, 2800 attack, defense doesn't matter. Requires 1 tribute if you tribute a spellcaster, and during the turn that she's normal summoned, your opponent can't activate any spells or traps, like Cold Wave, Bamboo Shoot, whatever. The only way you can stop it is you can't bottomless it or whatever, or compulse. It's warning, judgment, negate the summon, or you fucked.
Or deal with it.
Yeah, or you get smashed. Also, in my opinion, the best artwork out of any card in the game.
It is pretty cool.
It's amazing.
I think she's about 8, but she's about 8 foot tall and she's hot, so we can edit that out, can't we?
Yeah. Welcome to the video.
Carry on.
Anyway, they've got double Endymion, the Master Magician. Again, another big monster, level 7, I think. Yeah.
He thinks.
He's special summonable through his own effect from the grave or from the hand, and his effect is when he's special summoned by removing 6 counters from the field spell, you add a spell card from your grave to your hand, which is Magician of Faith style stupid. So you can go Endymion, remove 6, Endymion, get reborn back, steal your opponent's big monster you've just killed off. 27, pretty hard to get over, and also you can get him back from the grave, which is stupid.
People don't like
frankly.
Reborn and Mind Control being in the game at all, but when this penis brain throws this against you, it just makes it even sillier.
Then we've got Spellcaster, so it's obviously Triple Breaker. Triple Breaker, you can remove a counter from him to blow up a card you control, but then you've got obviously Field Spell, which allows you to remove counters from that, so you can just go, okay, summon Breaker, blow your entire back row, attack 1/9. He's a nice little beat stick, and there's a nice little gold one, and these 2 common bodyguards that will be gold soon, but
he needs shinies.
They look sexy in gold.
Yeah, it's in the effect of just Harpy's Feather Duster, just or Herpes Feather Duster.
Yeah, Herpy Derpy Derp. 2 Magic Exemplar. She's pretty cool how you can just remove counters from her, and also she generates counters, like 2 for each spell, which is quite good comparing the others. And then she's got the effect of to special summon a spellcaster equal to the level of counters removed from hand or grave. So usually she just gets out this guy, Unite Send Sorcerer. Effects not too relevant. When he's special summoned, remove 2 cards, up to 2 cards from your opponent's graveyard.
Which, by the way, is actually overlooked, because you just bring this back. Nowadays, Light Sworns, everything, you just remove it until they can't be LS or JD, and it's just funny because who expects this?
Or the other fun one is against Dragoonities, where you just remove their phalanx and lol forever.
Just remove the phalanxes and then they're stuck.
The main little thing is you go with these guys into Tempest Magician, or Explosive Magician, which I don't have yet. Anyway, you've got your Searcher, Apprentice. I like her, him, sorry. I don't know. I like it because
it's female.
It's a floating searcher, destroys, most things destroy it, but you get your counters from it, and it can stall your opponent out quite well. Then you single old Vindictive, because Apprentice special summons in face down, flip effect, flip it up, blow up something your opponent controls. It's rather funny. And then double Defender. Defender's effect, it's a bit of a weird one. When he's normal summoned, he gets 1 counter, and once per turn you can remove any number of counters from cards you control to, if a spellcaster would be destroyed, you can remove a counter for each one instead. So you can go with a combo, summon Defender, Darkhold, blow up your opponent's field, and then just keep your Defender with just a couple of less counters. Also, 2k defense and level 4, so in its light spellcaster, so eventually it will be chaos compatible.
Yeah, notice the opposing attributes. So and it is pretty dark heavy at the minute, but he's planning on lights and all that fucking envoy bullshit.
Yeah, because this format is silly, as we've all found out. Double Arcane Barrier into the spells. This is the draw power and consistency card of the deck. It's a case of you get one of your spellcasters destroyed, it gets a counter. You can add counters to it with stuff like Spell Power Grasp, Tempest Magician. Tribute it and a spellcaster you control to draw as many cards for counters, so you can get up to 4 draws off it, which is silly, but also it combos brilliantly with Apprentice Magician. You just get these destroyed, you go into your third one, this has already got 2 counters on it, flip it up, Apprentice Magician's effect, add a counter to it, ditch them all for 3 draws, and then you've still got your normal summon left in your turn. So, it's a silly card. Eventually it'll be ditched for Wonder Wands if I make the deck a bit more serious. 2 Miracle Synchro Fusion, because Supreme Arcanite Magician is a boss.
Very silly fucking piece of shit.
He should be... there he is. Yeah, go into him a bit later, but 1 spellcaster type, 1 spellcaster type synchro, and he's just silly.
Yeah, look at that. Look how powerful it looks, and then look at that 1400 attack points.
It goes to 3/4 as soon as he hits the field. Yeah. But also the other thing with these, if you just want to bluff out your opponent, set them, they attack into it, you draw 1. Sorry, they blow it up through your opponent's card effect, you draw 1 card. Double MST, staple. 2 Instant Fusion, because if you haven't noticed, I haven't got much of a level range, so it's quite hard to hit Arcanite Magician in this deck. So just Instant Fusion into Musician King, and then just sync it off with your Knight's End. Also, Special Summon, so you can tribute it off for Blizzard Princess. Triple Spell Power Grasp. It's a spell counter deck, so obviously you use it. Adds a spell counter to a card you can put spell counters on, then you add another Spell Power Grasp from your deck to your hand. You can only use one of them per turn, but if you're using the Citadel, you get 2 counters on it, and it's search out your deck, so deck thinning. So it's a sweet card.
Sweet.
Double Terraforming, and then triple Magical Citadel. Magical Citadel is possibly one of the most stupid field spells in the game, I think. If it will be destroyed, remove a counter from it, so if it gets MST'd, it gains a counter on activation, and then you just remove the counter on resolution, so you don't lose anything, and they just waste an MST. Same case with Heavy Storm. The main way I've seen getting rid of it is they play another field spell over it. If you would remove counters from a card you control, you can remove them from Citadel instead. Each time a spell card's activated, it gains 1 counter, and also if a card with spell counters would be destroyed, you can add the spell counters to this card instead of just sending them into nothingness.
What happens when you terraform instead? What do you do with it?
With terraforming?
Yeah. If it becomes dead.
Then you just use Endymion's effect. Well, I never mentioned it. Endymion's effect is you can once per turn you can discard a spell card to destroy 1 card your opponent controls. So if you've got any dead citadels, any dead terraformings in your hand, just ditch them and blow shit up, really.
Snipe Hunter.
Yes, but guaranteed. Dark Hole, staple. Book of Moon, staple. Monster Reborn, broken, stupid, staple.
Back to 3, please.
Yes, please. Double Compulse. I like it, it's a nice bit of fuck you.
Yeah, better than Bottomless, I think.
They get out of synchro, you just go, no, send it back to the extra. Yeah, fuck off. Better with an Xyz now, because it just drops the materials in the grave, and you're just like, yeah, fuck off. 1 Mirror Force, because it's a stupid card.
Just the common.
Yeah, just the common, because somebody's robbed my Ultra. And then 1 Solemn Warning at the moment. Eventually 1 Compulse will become a 2nd Solemn Warning when I get my hands on one.
Why don't you just do double warning and judgment and the mirror force?
I'm not a fan of judgment. I think the cost's too high for the effects. I mean, it can stop big plays, but usually people just fuck you over after it. Anyway, on to the extra deck. We have Supreme Arcanite Magician. He's the boss of the deck.
He's the cunt.
When he's fusion summoned, he gains 2 spell counters. And he gains 1,000 attack for each spell counter on him. So goes straight up to 3,400, which is stupid. And you can remove a spell counter once per turn. You can remove a spell counter from a card you control, either to blow up a card your opponent controls, or to draw 1 card. So he's a nice little draw power as well, for no real cost. Then we have the little guy, normal Arcanite Magician. Gains 2 spell counters, so goes up to 2/4. And then you can remove them to destroy. You can remove as many as you like per turn to destroy cards your opponent controls. You can also remove counters from any card you control for him. Then we've got the other Synchros, Tempest Magician.
Fucking god, stupid.
Once per turn you can discard any number of cards to add spell counters onto stuff. So usually you'll go Tempest Magician, Arcanite, discard 5, give him 5 counters. He's now got 7,400 attack. You're fucked.
That's game.
Yeah, that's game with Tempest Magician, because her other effect is you can remove all spell counters on the field to do 500 damage for each. So 16 counts on the field, and that's game. Or you can just attack with the first and remove everything for a little nice bit of burn damage. Then we've got Musician Kings. Instant fusion targets. Nothing more, nothing less. Also, it's kind of a light, so it's quite sick how you can just remove it for BLS, Chaos Sorcerer.
And if anyone can let us know how that's a spellcaster, can you just please inform us, because it's a bit confusing.
Yeah, leave it in the comments. It's not a spellcaster, it's Guitar Hero.
It is Kiss.
Yeah, they'll eventually be coloured in like Gene Simmons. 2 Flamvalor Quizas, because
He's a badass.
he's a bit of a bastard when you're trying to get around him.
And now, especially in a plant format still, because everyone's still running around plants, even the Raikou, you just go pierce that little shit.
Yeah, pierce your dandy token. 2/1 damage, yes, thank you. And he goes up to 2/4 when he inflicts battle damage. And onto the Xyz, Zynmeister, because I don't have anything better, honestly.
Because that's Roach.
Yeah, and Roach when I get one. Utopia, comes to 2, but 1's an Iron Man.
Which obviously means he'll do the job better.
Yeah, but yeah, staple Utopias and Leviathan Dragon, which
Can you even touch it?
I can't even hit it, so it's in the extra deck because fuck you, really.
Because he has room to.
Yep. Just a couple of combos of the deck. My favourite at the moment is you go Exemplar with Night's End in the Grave and Instant Fusion in hand. And if you really want to, you can say you got a Monster Reborn in hand or some shit. You go Sorcerer Engrave, summon Exemplar, activate Instant Fusion, grab your Musician King, remove 2, special, remove 2 of your opponents. There's Arcanite. If you play your Reborn, you can then go special it again, remove another 2, go into your Tempest.
Wouldn't it be cool if you saw her with his scythe? That would be pretty. Like, does that even exist?
Yeah, that's just them 2. Because that's how you're supposed to go into it, but you know. Yep, so that's the Spellcaster deck, and
it is a lot of fun to play against. It's fun to play with as well. It's
such a fun deck.
So thanks for watching YouTube. Team Genesis out.